Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Taylor the Fiend back again. Got a story for you here today titled Ex-Wife Abandoned Me and Our Baby, and 3 years later she begs to see our daughter. This is a crazy story, guys, one that I've actually seen a lot of single fathers go through, where their wives or their girlfriends will just leave them when they have a child together because they want to resume the party girl lifestyle, or do their healing or discover themselves, or whatever nonsense they decide to say. And then later on, when they get used up by other dudes, or when they're sufficiently done screwing around, then they want to come back. So let's jump into this one here. Ex-wife abandoned me and our baby. 3 years later she begs to see our daughter. So 3 years ago, my world turned upside down. I, a 31-year-old dude at the time, came home from work one day to find the house completely emptied. Furniture gone, her clothes gone, even our baby's crib gone. No note, no explanation. Just a sinking silence and the realization that my wife, who was 29 at the time, had left me and our 7-month-old daughter, Lily. So not only does this woman just dip, by the way, she takes everything. She takes the furniture, she takes the clothes, she takes the crib. That's crazy. I thought she might have been kidnapped. I called the police. I filed a missing person report. It wasn't until a week later that she finally responded to the text with a cold 2-sentence reply. I'm done. I can't do this. You figure it out. Holy hell. I won't lie, those few first weeks were hell. I had no idea how to be a single dad. I barely knew how to process everything, let alone handle the diapers, the teething, the night feedings, and so on. So he had a daughter named Lily. My parents stepped up, friends pitched in, found a job with flexible hours, and slowly he built a new life for the two of us. Just by the way, guys, statistically speaking, as far as I understand it, single fathers tend to do a lot better than single mothers. Like, if you actually have a look at the health statistics, shall I say, of children going forward when they are raised in single mother households, not exactly hopeful for the future. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of these kids that grow up with a single mother and the single mother is the one looking after them, the results are pretty damn shocking. A lot higher rates of being incarcerated, a lot less typical emotional control. If it's a daughter, there's a lot more higher of a likelihood that they will end up on a pole, and so on and so forth. But single dads, even if they have no clue at the beginning, tend to do a little bit better. Not to say that that's ideal in any way, obviously, right? Kids are going to be better off with two parents in the household, a mother and a father, and things are going to work out a lot better, typically. So for 3 years, he never heard a single word from his ex. Not a text, not a call, no birthday cards, no child support, nothing. She had me blocked on everything. I later found out she moved to a different state. It was like Lily and I had ceased to exist. I had to explain to my daughter, now 3 years old, why she didn't have a mother like some of the other kids at preschool. She once asked if the mother was no longer there, and he didn't know how to answer that. He says, a week ago, I got a text from a random number and it was her. After 3 silent years, she wanted to quote-unquote talk. I love how women do this, by the way. Like, they'll pull some absolute nonsense, okay? You'll get cheated on, you'll get abandoned, you'll get treated like trash. You'll have to divorce the woman, and then they'll hit you with the "we need to talk" thing. Like, no, we don't. You need to talk to me because your life is in shambles, probably, right? But the men typically have no reason to talk to you whatsoever. I just love how, like, arrogant this is. We need to talk. Like, someone just thinks that they deserve a spot in your life, that they deserve a conversation. Like, bear in mind, by the way, this woman dipped for 3 years, just completely abandoned him and the child, and now she has the audacity to say we need to talk. I think the time for talking is a little bit gone, in my opinion. So he says, I didn't reply immediately. I needed time to even process seeing her name on my screen again. When I finally responded, I asked her what she wanted. Her reply, my boyfriend found out I had a kid and he wants to meet her. That is crazy. The level of disrespect that this woman has for this dude, by the way, like, no respect whatsoever. Clearly didn't value the marriage, clearly doesn't care about him. This is not even worth responding to, in my opinion. It really isn't. So that was it. No apology, no nothing, no explanation for abandoning us, just a concern that her new boyfriend didn't know about the kid and now wanted to meet her. She didn't even ask how Lily was doing, didn't ask if she was okay or happy or healthy. Just he wants to meet her. It made my blood boil. Yeah, this would piss me off too. I wouldn't even talk to the woman, to be honest. I don't know why guys even bother speaking to these people sometimes. I really don't. Also, there's a high likelihood, I swear, that this woman is like an addict or something, that she has something severely mentally wrong with her. Just absolutely bonkers. So, I asked her if she remembered the day she left. I reminded her how she took everything from the house, things that weren't even hers. Yeah, so this guy got robbed in the process too. I remembered her of the nights I spent crying, scared and overwhelmed. Her response, I wasn't in a good place. This is so typical, guys. It really is. You know, oh, I wasn't in a good place. Sorry, just wasn't in a good place. Yeah, I abandoned you. I abandoned our kid. But you know what? Hey, things happen. You know, life happened, guys. Don't even sweat it. That's just so funny. It really is. No crap, he says. But you don't get to vanish and reappear just now because your new man suddenly wants to play happy family. Lily has no memory of her, none. Her mother is my sister, my mother, the women in our lives who have helped raise her with love and stability. She's got routines, bedtime stories, all of that. And her favorite stuffed lion named Rory. That's pretty sick. Her world is whole, even without her birth mother in it. So when my asked if she could start having visits, I said no. At least not now. No, the answer should just be flat out no, by the way. And also, I don't know why you would want like some other dude around your kid anyway. You know, like what right does this dude even have to even see the kid in the first place? I have absolutely no idea. It's crazy to me how women will do this crap and then they'll just want to bring random dudes around your kid. Absolutely not. Not only is it a safety hazard, okay, this guy, you don't know the man whatsoever at all. This guy could be terrible news. You'd have no idea, but he isn't even the biological father. Speaking of which, you should probably get that checked too, just to make sure that you are the biological father. Something that you should do immediately after receiving contact from her and the explanation, get a DNA test. Absolutely get a DNA test. So, he said no, at least not now. She blew up, said I was turning her daughter against her, that I had no right to keep her child away. The entitlement was crazy. I asked her where that maternal instinct was when Lily was in a crib and she was off Lord knows where with Lord knows who, and she didn't answer that. I've already talked to my lawyer. Since she abandoned us and never sought custody or paid support, I have full legal custody. She'd have to take me to court to change that, and I am prepared. I kept everything, texts, missed child support, the police report. If she thinks she can waltz back in now, she's absolutely wrong. The guy says, look, I'm not heartless. If she genuinely wants to rebuild a relationship with Lily for the right reasons, that's a conversation we can maybe have someday, but I'm not handing over my daughter as a PR move to impress the boyfriend. Right now, she doesn't even deserve to know her, let alone meet her. See, I wouldn't even be inclined to even give this woman visitation someday. You know, like this is someone who's not mother material whatsoever. Abandon the child. There is no someday. I think she lost that privilege pretty early on. Every decision I make revolves around what's best for the kid, not what makes her mother look better in front of a new man. I don't know, like she still looks trash in front of this guy. I don't know what's going on here. Not what makes her feel less guilty for disappearing, and certainly not what helps her clean up her narrative. Lily is happy, loved, and thriving, and that didn't come easy. And I'm not risking that for someone who once decided that we weren't worth the effort. So now she's sending me long messages, some of them angry, some of them sad, insults in here, blah, blah, blah. But here's the thing, Lily doesn't miss her, and you can't miss someone you never knew. I do wish that Lily had a mother who loved her. I wish my ex had been the person I thought I married, but wishing doesn't make it real. What's real in this life is I built out of the wreckage and the little girl who trusts me to protect her from things. That is a crazy story, guys. It absolutely is. I would personally get a DNA test immediately. Make sure the child is yours. I don't know why this new dude wants to see the kid. My alarm bells would be ringing immediately. But it's just crazy the audacity that this woman has. Anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. Don't forget to leave your thoughts and your comments. Make sure you guys take care of yourselves, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one. Peace.